what's up guys? It's your friendly neighborhood Yu-Gi-Oh! Superhero, and today I'm bringing you guys an updated Lost World Dinosaur deck. Now, in case you guys are new here, my two favorite decks are Lighthorns and Dinosaurs, and partly the latter is partly why this channel is called Ben 2000 YGO, because in the series, yeah, it has a alien called Humongosaur. So there you go. That is partly where the name came from, since I'm a big fan of the Dino deck. In short, this deck profile is going to be, I should say, it's just going to be an updated list, because I try to update these two decks for every format. So that way there is always an ongoing, you know, you're going to constantly see Lighthorn and Dinosaur deck profiles, at least every time the format changes. So you guys have been warned. Without further ado, let's get into those replays. But real quick before we get into that, make sure you stick around till after the replays, because I go over the deck profile and talk about all the cool stuff that I'm going to be doing up next. So, without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? As you can see here, guys, this is my updated Lost World Dinosaur deck. Now, this deck is basically comprised of cards I actually own, so I could actually build this deck if I wanted to. That is the really fun part for me personally, and I might very well pilot this. It does have a really few cool niche tricks you can do. So, first of all, you can see we're playing Triple of the Boss Monster, the Ultimate Conductor, Tyranno. Yeah, this dude is ridiculous. He's always been ridiculous, and I think until Konami decides to put him at 1 or something, he'll always be ridiculous, or hit the consistency side of things on the Dino deck. But that doesn't... I don't foresee that happening anytime soon, truth be told, but that's just, you know... Watch now in the next ban list, now that I've said that, guys, it's going to be like, insta-ban! All dinosaurs are gone. Oh, it's a dinosaur? Banned! Dang it! Ben 10. All the dinosaur players would be so mad at me. We also got the kaiju. The really cool thing is searchable, obviously, so we can throw it out on our own board, and then we can't get kaiju. So that's a really niche trick there. This card right here is probably one of the cards that probably is throwing you guys off right now. You're like, what? Why are you playing that Samurai Cavalry? And in short, it's a dinosaur type catastor, because if it's not battling a pendulum monster, it just instantly destroys the monster. So that's really cool. The bonus effect here is that, you know, we're using it like catastor, and with the way the format's going, it's looking like pendulums might be taking a bit of a back burner. So with that idea in mind, this card might be very useful, because with pendulums taking a back burner, this guy can probably be, you know, quite useful with the destruction effect. You know, we still have Sky Strikers coming out that will inevitably be the, you know, where all the cards that used to beat pendulums will be used for, like Anti-Spell Vagrants, Imperial Order, etc. These cards will be used to stop that deck, you know, but you know, for as far as battling monsters that are not pendulum monsters, this guy is going to be just relatively useful. And with an 1800 body, not bad. And of course, Miscellaneousaurus, our big shield. The Oviraptor, the consistency, Tyranno Infinity, my personal favorite out of all of these, because he can get ridiculous. And then another personal tech is Direct Dino. This is what allows us to go into a lot of these guys you see over here. The babies, of course, that's standard. Glow Up Bulb. Now, the Glow Up Bulb is in here to help us get to Naturia Beast and some of our other extra deck monsters. But the idea of ultimately with Glow Bulb is just Naturia Beast. We've got, you know, 2 level 4 Earth dinosaurs and scapegoat tokens to make it. So even though I didn't do it in testing, I like the idea of being able to go into it. Eater of Millions, good spot removal. We don't often use all of these guys, and you know, that's just the truth. You won't use them all. The Dino deck doesn't rely on the extra deck. It's just a complementary factor for the Dino deck. 1 for 1, help us get to the Glow Up Bulb. Mind Control, so we can go into our Link monsters a little easier while getting rid of my opponent's board. Consistency, Dark Hole. We're going with Dark Hole over Regeki because we have baby dinosaurs that need to die. That sounds so wrong. I'm going to hell. Upstart Goblin. You know, thin out the deck. Terraforming. Get to Lost World. Foolish Burial. Also mostly for Glow Up Bulb, but we have used it also to get Miscellaneousaurus to make extra plays. Monster Reborn. Just bring back dead dinos. Scapegoat. Funny enough, Scapegoat actually has some utility with Lost World because I can use it to protect my scapegoats from dying. Not that I necessarily want to do that in the same turn that they were summoned, but if for some reason they were summoned on my turn, you know what I mean? Like maybe I just couldn't make a good play, so I just activate goats, activate Lost World, and pass. You know, like say I didn't open a monster, well, I can protect the goats, kill a baby in my deck, and then, oh look, now I have monsters. So that's a really cool trick there. Survival's End, blow up 4 goats, get 4 dinosaurs, assuming you don't do that all in the same turn. Like, for example, same scenario, I activate the goats, set this, get 4 dinos, that's really useful, and if they blow up, who cares? You know, they serve their purpose. Return to the front lines, more Graveyard Resurrection, Breakthrough Skill, you know, because screw monster effects, and Warning, just because we want to negate stuff. This is fairly cheap, fairly standard. You can get all of these cards basically common, except for like a lot of the Dino stuff, like, you know, like basically these cards are the only foil cards you'll have, and you probably get them for dollars. But the rest of it's all common as hell. The extra deck, the only things that are important are Naturia Beast, Lagia, Dolka, Ragna Zero, Gaga Cowboy because of the new rules as far as end of match procedures, and the Link monsters. The rest are used as needed, or if you don't need them at all, ditch them for Eater of Millions. So there you go, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this Dinosaur deck profile. I hope I didn't ramble on too much. If you guys are seeing this on time, which you should be seeing this on Thursday. If you want a little more of my content, I have another channel called the Unbound Series channel, and over there we talk a lot of geek stuff. I do a little more personal vlogs from here time to time there, but that's not very often. The newest video that should be on, if you're watching this on Thursday, if you'll come back tomorrow, or not on this channel, go to that channel tomorrow, there should be a death battle, my own little death battle series, where I will be using screw attacks methods to figure out who would win in a death battle between Kratos and Guts. I already have my suspicions on who's going to win, but, you know, if you're interested in that kind of thing, my overall geeky channel, go over to the Unbound Series channel. It'll be greatly appreciated if you subscribe there, and subscribe to me here if you're new. Like the video, as I know so many of you guys like my stuff, because it gets wacky over here. And leave a comment down below how I can improve, or bring you something, a deck profile maybe you want to see. I'm Ben 10,000 of YGO, your friendly neighborhood Yu-Gi-Oh! Superhero, and I'm signing off. Peace, guys.